I just realized I was muted. Hello, everybody. Oh, happy Monday. How y'all doing? I appreciate y'all being here. I'm very excited about this. Thank you for everybody letting me know that I'm muted. Lord, it is all good. All right. So we all know why we're here. We all know why we are here. We are going to be reacting to Optavia. Pretty excited about it, actually. This was sent to me, so you know who you are. Thank you for sending it to me. And guys, really quickly, if you are on Instagram, I would love for you guys to follow me. My handle is at The Real Beast Mode. And in case you're brand new, my name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I have spent past tense 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, 6 companies over that time frame, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. Today's, from what I heard, is going to be a wild one. And I have not watched it. This is going to be a blind reaction. And lick the stream, please. Thank you. I appreciate you. And oh God, I can only imagine what we're about to see. This video that was sent to me is called Exploring Coaching. So I imagine it's going to be similar to an opportunity Zoom that we've all seen before. We know it's coming. There's going to be facial expressions. I'm definitely going to be calling out the tactics. Yeah. So grab a snack, grab a drink. It's going to be a wild one. I'm sure of it. And just so you guys know, I have to share my screen on this one. I was having some technical difficulties. We're just going to roll with it. So if the sound needs to be adjusted, first, thanks for bearing with me. But if the sound needs to be adjusted, just let me know. I can turn it up. I can turn it down. I want to make sure that you guys can hear everything. So, yeah. Hey, Jennifer. All right. Let's get this thing started. This video is 1 hour and 4 minutes long, I think. And again, shout out to the person that sent this to me. I appreciate you so much. And you know who you are. And if you guys ever want to send me anything, yes, you can message me on Instagram, of course, and I can walk you through exactly how to do it. And I keep everybody anonymous unless you tell me otherwise. It's just easier that way. And to be honest, I would rather people come for me in a sense than come for you guys, because I'll turn it into a video. So there's that. Anyways, thank you for all the compliments. I did put a little bit of makeup on today. You know, I had a great workout. Well, no, I had a tough workout this morning, but yeah. All right. Enough said. Let's get to the video. I'm going to share my screen. Again, let me know if for some reason I need to turn it up or turn it down. I'm sure the audio is not going to be that great anyways because they never use a mic. Yeah. All right. Here we go, friends.
Chiming in from, but welcome.
I take it back. It's a 49-minute video. So I'm actually going to make myself a little bit small. No, because you guys want to see my facial expressions. I already know. I could feel you typing as I said that. All right. Let's go.
Welcome. We are going to share tonight several different coaching stories, and we are so thrilled to have you. So how's everybody doing? Go ahead and put it in.
Did I just spill water all over my face on a live stream? Yes. Yes, I did. It's a Monday.
Chat. Where's everybody coming in from tonight? Isn't it amazing, guys, how we used to Zoom? How nobody used to Zoom? And now,
can you guys hear it better now? I just turned it up. I'm laughing at the spilling of water everywhere. It's fine.
Everybody since 2020 knows how to Zoom, and it's kind of a miracle that we can join in from all over the country. So we've got Krista coming in from Collister, Jay and Sarah from California. We've got Central California, Tempe, Huntersville, Massachusetts. God goodness, we have people coming in from all over. It's just so exciting. So 5 years ago, I could not have pictured Zoom. And 5 years ago, to be honest, you guys, I could not have pictured coaching. This is not something I saw for myself. I never imagined that I would stop battling weight. And I never imagined that I would become a health coach and a business leader. And yet here I am. So welcome to the Freedom Chasers Reward Coaching Call for March. We're committed to bringing you guys one call a month with different stories of different coaches in our community. I feel like stories matter. When we lean in, we share hearts, we share stories. Like hope is transferred and faith is transferred. If it works for them, it could work for me. And so stories matter. We're coming in to share stories tonight of health transformation and also coaching journeys, the impact that these folks are having for good in this world. So throughout this program, many of us have found freedom in our health, in our mindset, and also in our finances and in our time. And we call ourselves freedom chasers because we don't believe that this freedom is just for us. It's for others too. We want to
DC coming in hot. Zoom has been a thing since 2011. Also, if you're not already subscribed to DC's channel, please go subscribe. She just did a live stream. I was on there and it was amazing. Thank you for that, DC. I appreciate you.
this gift away. So we're committed to chasing freedom for others. So when I think about these stories tonight, I'm going to hear from Michelle, a nurse in North Carolina. Jay and Sarah and Tiffany are
a nurse that's shilling Optavia. What? Oh my God.
Coming in from Northern California. Guys, I have to laugh a little bit because they didn't see this coming. All four of them had really busy lives, full lives. And they had all reached a roadblock in their health. And with the help of a coach, they got unlocked and they found success.
You know what else I bet they didn't see coming? This live stream I'm doing right now on their video. I bet they definitely did not see that coming. Also, shout out. I see you guys. Appreciate y'all.
All said no thank you to coaching the first time they were offered. And yet, somewhere in between that no and today, they have found a passion for helping others in this way. So why would a busy person even want to coach? That's the question we're going to answer tonight, guys. Seriously. When I started coaching, I had a friend say to me, yeah, I don't get it. What are you doing? I literally don't understand what you're doing. And so in that spirit, I want to tell these stories that we can unpack the answer to that question a little bit. Is why would a busy person want to coach? And then also practically, how does this work for busy people? We are going to share income testimonies. I have a background in finance, and it was the income that it mattered to me. And so we're going to tell you.
Oh, I love this so much. They're going to give financial, what did she say? Financial testimonies. We're going to call those income claims, but I already have the video downloaded, obviously. So I will make sure that I add this to my collection that I send to the FTC. What I've started doing, and you guys can do this too. What I've started doing is you can download whatever videos, and then you can upload it to a Google Drive. And then I just am going to start sending that Google Drive with the descriptions of the videos to the FTC every month. So whatever you see on my channel is on it's downloaded, uploaded to a Google Drive, sending the link to that Google Drive, organized, by month to the FTC. So feel free to do that as well, you guys.
Is income.
What just happened? Why would a busy person even want to coach? What are we doing here? Hold, please. I'm having technical difficulties. It wouldn't be a live stream unless there were technical difficulties. That's how we roll sometimes. All right, hang on. But anyways, yeah, I highly suggest organizing it that way to make it easy on the FTC. All right, I think we're back at it here. They clearly put zero effort into their slides. You're not wrong. All right, let's see if this works.
That these income testimonials are not representative of the average earnings that coaches within Optavia make, but Optavia makes no guarantee of financial success. Success with Optavia.
Thanks, DC. It's exactly what I did. You're amazing.
Results from successful sales efforts, which require hard work, diligence, skill, persistence.
We're going to pause this and look at this together. I'm so glad that they put this in here. Let's see. This is directly from Optavia. I've talked about this income disclosure statement before. And hey, Tori, thank you so much. Appreciate you subscribing. If you guys haven't already subscribed, I would love for you to do that. And Hillary from New Mexico, what's up? Yep, I used to live in New Mexico as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. All right, the 2021 Optavia income disclosure statement, 19.83% of Optavia coaches made no money. On average, they were in Optavia making no money for 12 months. But I bet they were ordering all of their food. I bet they were spending money. So this, in my opinion, just shows that they were losing money. All right, so 1 penny to $100 for the year. Let's not forget that. This is not monthly. This is for the year. 7.25% of coaches in 2021 were making a penny to $100 for the year. 14 months was the average. The median was 12 months in business. And let's see, the next one, I'm just going to go through a couple of these, but I think it's important because the majority of the people in this company are not making any kind of substantial income. And when I say that, what I mean is if you look at these numbers on almost all, on all of the income disclosure statements that I have seen, this is gross income. This does not include any expenses. This does not include the cost of products. And just to be specific on what I mean by expenses, events. Some people, they charge for training, the products, the new products, the website fees. A lot of these companies are now putting out apps that they're nickel and diming, in my opinion, their own people. And so these are all examples of expenses that some of these people are paying that are not going to show on this. So when you look at an income disclosure statement, if you see that 19.83% of the company made no earnings, and on average, they were doing that for 12 months, you can estimate from this that the majority of those people were losing money. They were literally paying to be a part of this company, to call themselves a coach. Do you know what I'm saying? Same thing for the second level, the third level, so on and so forth. We know the cost of the Optavia food. So the fact that they're saying this and then giving this income testimonial, whatever, this paragraph or a few paragraphs on the left side, saying that it's, due to hard work and diligence and skill and persistence and competence and leadership. No, it has to do with recruiting, the size of the team, the people that are paying in to this company, in my opinion, just like what they're showing. So anyways, let's go.
Competence and leadership, and you can see this statement for actual earnings. And I'm going to add in grit. You're going to hear from these women and men tonight a lot of grit. So let me introduce myself. I'm Stacey Barrett.
Not long.
Wife to Tim Barrett, my ridiculously smart and ridiculously good-looking husband. Together, we have 4 beautiful kids. They're 10 to 17. They're absolute giants. And I love my kiddos. That picture on the right here is us in our happy place in Lake Tahoe on our boat. So who am I? I'm a wife. I'm a mom to 4 amazing kids. And I'm also a health coach. So 4.5 years ago, I reached out to my health coach, Deborah Giles. And I always want to say thank you to Deborah Giles for sharing her story. I reached out to her after seeing a lot of posts on Facebook. And I saw her transformation. I saw her husband's transformation. And we tried everything to lose weight without success. So my husband finally said, hey, can you just...
When they say that, I just feel like I have questions. Did you go to the doctor and have blood work done? Did you work with a dietitian? Did you maybe consult a therapist in case there's some challenges around your relationship with food? Did you track stuff? You know, like, I just have so many questions when people say that, because it's kind of like, did you really try everything? I mean, also, let's not assume that everybody is trying to lose weight. This is a company that they are very weight loss focused, which is a health claim in itself. But not everybody wants to lose weight. Some people want to gain weight. Some people, you know, everybody has different goals. So I'm already sad for this person. And by the way, I don't know these people. I don't have to know them. I'm talking about the tactics. I'm talking about the statistics and the data that they're sharing, trying to recruit people. This is a recruiting style call. And yeah, so just, you know, keep that in mind.
Deborah, what she's doing is working, and what you're doing is clearly not working. And so I called Deborah and I said, you know, in my head, guys, I didn't want to. I don't know if anybody put a 1 in the chat if you can relate to this, that you just weren't sure this was going to work for you. I didn't think this was a plan I wanted to do. I didn't think I needed this, but I realized what I was doing wasn't working. And when I started her plan, my husband and I were very busy. We had 4 kids. I accidentally started homeschooling all my kids. We were building a house, and I was still losing the weight.
Okay, wait. I accidentally started homeschooling my kids. The name of this team is called Freedom Chaser. Do you think what she means by that is that she didn't want to get her kids vaccinated? And this is just, I'm not stating this as a fact. It's just actually a question that I'm asking. And that's why she was saying that she accidentally ended up homeschooling her kids. That's very interesting.
I was losing so much weight that a friend of mine actually asked me if I was sick, because all of a sudden, like, I looked one way and then I lost it and I looked another. And my friends wanted to have success too. And I said, yes, great, call Deborah. I had zero interest in coaching this program. See, my husband and I are entrepreneurs, and so we had done lots of different things. I think the reason this business, I love this so much, is because, guys, if you want to get ahead, if you want to have freedom, if you want to create options for your family, there's work. And you're going to have to learn how to work your job and work in the margins. And so years ago, when the market crashed, the last time my husband and I bought single family rentals and we fixed them up. I had 4 little kids in tow. We would work our jobs, and then at night we would go and work on these rentals. Pretty funny story last night. We were telling some friends about this, about how my husband got on a plane to go on a business trip, and he goes through security and the man pulls out a hammer because he had just been working the houses and he was about to get on an airplane with a hammer. And why do I tell you that? I tell you that because there's different ways that you can get ahead. There's different ways that you can create it.
Why did you tell us that? That has nothing to do with the conversation at hand. He had a hammer in his bag because he was working. What does that have to do with Optavia? Not a thing. What?
And when we found this vehicle, what we realized is there are lots of people over the years that we have tried to help create income and create time freedom and financial freedom. In real estate, it's really hard. And this is a plug and play system with proven results, helping people in a way they really, really need, in a way that you're compensated very fairly and justly for the effort that you put in. And so
DC, I love this statement so much. It makes me laugh so hard because it's an MLM buzz phrase that a lot of the people in MLMs love to use. I don't tell you that to impress you. I tell you that to impress upon you that this is a confusing story. Oh my God, I love it.
Somewhere along the way, around the 8-month mark, I finally said to Deborah, just tell me, what are you making? And do I have time to do this?
Dave said.
And the number that she gave me was like, it was big. It was a big number. She was about to retire her husband because she had matched his income, making $250,000 a year. And she said to me, could you do?
That's an income claim. I'm so glad I have this video downloaded. I didn't know that they were going to lead with income claims and call them, what did they call them? Financial stories. This is great. This is great. If any other creators want this video, let me know. I'll send it to you. Ah, yes, QuickTime. Let's do it. Let's go. What is happening to my computer, friends? Hang tight, everybody. Ah, there we go. What in the world? So apparently my mouse and my keyboard lost connection. So, okay, hang on. It is the Mondayest Monday ever. Thank you for being patient with me, you guys. Oh, Lord. All right, let me start this over. 6:58. Unreal. Appreciate you guys being patient. Not every live stream goes exactly as planned. All right. Let's do this thing.
And she said to me, could you do for someone else what I have done for you? And I thought, I think I could do that. I think I could do for someone else what had been done for me. And so I signed up my husband's cousin, his wife, her mom, and I just jumped in. And over this last 4.5 years, I can't even tell you how much I have grown as a human. I think this income has provided us options. In 2020, guys, we have apartment buildings and we have car washes now. Lots of car washes, lots of apartment buildings. And in 2020, when the world shut down, it was 2 weeks to flatten the curve, all of our businesses closed. And we had a lot of fear. And I knew that I could pay our bills with my income. The reason I started coaching is because as a real estate investor, our business and our income goes like that. And I knew diversifying into another field before we needed it, another industry, was a really, really wise move. And so over the last couple of years, I have created community. I've grown as a human. I have developed in a way like to become this person I always in my head kind of knew was in there. But this vehicle has given me, it's just given me like a way to do that. I'm just so thrilled. Guys, here's what I will tell you. A 9-to-5 doesn't really cut it. In this day with inflation, most people are saying we're headed into some type of economic winter. I want to congratulate you for being on here and just exploring what could this look like. Tony Robbins says it this way. He said, no one's coming to save you. You must participate in your own rescue. So congrats for being on and just seeing if this could be a vehicle that might be something you could love too. So a little bit about our company. The company that we coach with is called Optavia. The co-founder of our company is Dr. Wayne Anderson. We call him Dr. A. He is a dear and precious man. And he found himself in a hospital setting treating people.
Dr. Wayne,
like triage, right?
I would like to know what happened to your wife, because it seems like she passed away and nobody really knows why. And it's kind of confusing. We want to know, just Is it because she was on this plan? Is it because she was following this? Is it something completely unrelated? We want to know.
So he's a critical care doctor, and he's treating people, and they're very like serious illness, knowing their real problem was upstream with their habits. So he partnered with MetaFast. He partnered with this company to bring a coaching model with this nutrition,
an MLM
to help
model.
people get their habits under control. I love what Dr. A says about Optavia. He said it's the gateway to a bigger life. If you can get control of your choices, you can get control of your life. And we are making an incredible impact. Over the past several years, we've seen this accelerate because what we do really makes a difference for people. We're still a relatively unknown company.
There's like no sources. 100 fastest growing companies. Oh, Fortune magazine. Let's see, MetaFast, Forbes 2022, America's best mid-sized companies. As part of the Optavia coaching community, we've impacted 2 million lives and counting. Oh my God.
3% of the people even know we exist. We have a tiny, tiny share of a $68 billion industry, but we are showing up in a big way. In 2020, we were number 2 on Forbes' Fortune 100's list of fastest growing companies. In 2021, we made that list again. For the 3rd straight year, we were number 22 in 21. Over 2 million lives have been impacted. We are one of America's best mid-sized companies. We're a publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. You can go to the next slide. And we have a track record that is, it's just awesome. Why do I share that, guys? Your name matters. My husband and I had built up a reputation. Our reputation mattered. Who we aligned ourselves with mattered. And so I want you guys to know this is a company that you can trust, a credible company. And so I'm going to introduce to you my first guest tonight.
I don't believe that an MLM company is a credible company. That's just my opinion, though. Let's see. Losing 40 pounds made a difference in how I feel, my confidence, and so much more. I couldn't have done it on my own. There are people out there who need what we have to offer. I love coaching this program. Oh my God. The cycle that these people go through of being on plan, because that's the terminology they use, being on plan, and then getting off, gaining a bunch of weight, and then going back on plan, and then losing a bunch of weight because they're so extremely restrictive, and then getting off of it and gaining more weight. I just feel like that's extremely dangerous. Excuse me. I just feel like that's dangerous.
Which is Michelle. Michelle Dietrich is a nurse in North Carolina. And she went on this plan. Her coach, Christy, is a coach that I personally coached. You see the two of them in the middle. They just had a healthy happy hour over the weekend, and they shared some healthy food with their neighbors. And Michelle, would you just come on and tell us a little bit about why did you start this program as a client? What made you decide to reach out and trust your health coach?
Hi, Stacy. Thanks for having me tonight. I'm so excited to be here. So I actually reached out to my coach, Christy Hernandez, when I couldn't lose weight. I couldn't do it on my own. I was struggling with what to eat. Meal prepping was too hard for me. I'm a nurse. I'm a wife. I'm a nurse. I have a stepdaughter. We travel a lot. I have a dog. We have the whole life. We have a busy life. And meal prepping and, trying to figure out what to eat was so complicated. And then my friend Christy, I knew her from the gym. She told me she was a health coach. So I was like, hey, I need to know what kind of health coach you are. I think I need to see more about what's going on there. And could you tell me about it? So she did. She told me about it. And she's like, is this something that you think you could get on board with? I was like, yes, I get to eat 6 times a day. Absolutely. So I became a client, was very successful with losing my weight. So 2 months into being a client, I decided to become a coach. Even though I had already referred multiple people to her, I had referred my two best friends to Christy, and each time she asked me, she was like, "Hey, do you want to coach them?" I was like, not yet, not ready. And she's like, "Well, what would it take for you to be ready?" And I said, "Well, maybe a little bit more time."
I know that I've been having computer problems, but this is not me. This is her Wi-Fi. So bear with me, everybody.
I really want to know the program. Be a nurse. I really want to know the science behind the program. I haven't read both of those books yet, and so I want to know a little bit more. Even though I was very successful with losing my weight. But I
hate that they phrase it that way. I'm so glad you said that, Jerry, because losing my weight is like ownership, not ownership in like, hey, I need to change my habits. It's like a thing that belongs to somebody. I don't know why people say that. I've heard it several times, but I just think that phrasing is it's like nails on the chalkboard to me because it's weight. But it feels to me like these people are so weight focused. I don't know. I'm having a hard time wording that because it feels like it's weight. It's a measurement. It's not the end all be all. You know, how are you sleeping? How is your thought process? How is your energy levels throughout the day? You know, how are you feeling after you eat, especially after you eat certain foods? And it's like the only measurement that these people seem to talk about all the time is weight. And in my opinion, I think that is so unhealthy to be that focused on weight. And I think it also ties into society's preconceived notions of what people's bodies should look like. Everybody is different. Every body is different. And that's a beautiful thing. So I don't know. I know I went off on a little bit of a rant there, but the way that she says that is so cringy. And this is the nurse. And it's, yeah, like what not that Kate says, it's also fat phobic. There's nothing worse to these folks than the idea of being fat. Yeah. And I've definitely seen that in quite a few top leaders in multi-level marketing. You don't have to look a certain way to make a certain income. It's just the thought process behind it is, I agree, it's very fat phobic.
I want to know more about the science. So I decided to become a coach in October, the last week of October. And that week, I actually signed 3 of my friends because Christy kept telling me, "Well, why don't you be a coach and you help them?" I was like, "Okay, well, maybe I'll give this a try." Basically, I really became a coach because I needed some accountability. I needed a bigger community of support, and I wanted my friends and my family around me in the same community being healthy. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll get 4 or 5.
So everything except trying to make money. Why do they tap dance around this? By the way, you don't have to join an MLM to find community. I'm going to say that until I'm blue in the face. She's saying she joined because she wanted to be in this community with her friends and family. She wanted to start a business, because they refer to this as their business, because she wanted to be in a community with her friends and family. They're your friends and family. You're already in a community. Just say that you want to make money off of your friends and family and watch them drop weight, in my opinion, in a very unhealthy way that is focused on the scale, that is extremely restrictive, and is going to create problems with their relationship with food. Again, that's all my opinion. Just say that. Because that's when they don't address money, when they don't address that, hey, I started this business because I wanted to make additional money and I was already losing weight and my friends were signing up and it made sense. Like that would make sense. But they say everything except for the money. You know, spiritually, they were guided to it. No. They tap dance around everything except people start a business because they want to make some additional money. So unless you're not making money, you know, which we know from the income disclosure statement, but wild.
6 friends. I had 3 that first week. I went on to get 11 more clients and in the next month. But what happened was,
were any of those clients your patients? Because I'm just wondering if you were using the fact that you're a nurse as a way to say, listen, this is a totally medically safe thing. I'm a nurse, I'm on it. You should try it. I just wonder if any of those 11 clients that she just mentioned were her patients. Because that would be extremely unethical, in my opinion.
November 1st rolls around and I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And coaching became something I didn't know I needed as a support system in my life, and accountability. And like I said, I went on to sign 11 more clients under me, and these were all of my friends. And because of them, having something else to focus on, something else to
yes, she is,
keep me going, to keep me positive while I went through all of my doctor's appointments and my own personal journey. I leaned in on my friends and my clients, and I had to keep myself healthy because, I totally could have completely gone off rail and said, no, I don't have time. I can't coach. I can't do this. But I didn't. I leaned into that. And it was something that I never knew I needed. And I'm glad that I did.
That's amazing, Michelle.
No, that's not amazing. That's gross. That's predatory. She's using her story with breast cancer. By the way, shout out to all of the warriors that are battling any kind of cancer. You guys are incredible. And thank you for not using your story to try and sell somebody a scammy MLM product, because that's gross. Don't do that. The fact that she was using her breast cancer story in order to, again, with the community, and then there's no other reason, in my opinion, that she would be mentioning that, and also mentioning the fact that she's a nurse and that she lost her weight and all of that. That is part of her story. That is part of her giving like a resume statement. Listen, I'm a breast cancer survivor. I'm a nurse. I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. And that's why you should trust me with this. I think that that's really gross. Ew.
So very much love your story. I think so many times the reason we think we can't coach is the reason that we might need to consider coaching. For me, I hadn't read those books either, but I knew if I didn't coach, I would never read those books. And I knew I would gain my weight back. And for you, it's been really remarkable to see the way that, so all of your careers you've helped people. So what is it about helping people in this way? Even when you're going through this like incredible trial, you're helping people. What is it about helping people in this way that you've just fallen in love with?
Caller, are you there?
Stacy, honestly, I'm such a positive person anyway, and I do have a cheerleader background, but I just love celebrating with people. I love celebrating when my clients send me text and say, I just did my measurements and I'm down 8 inches around my abdomen. Or I finally hit the 15-pound mark, or I finally hit the 25-pound mark. I love celebrating all of these things. I have two clients, a husband and wife team, that just went on a 2-week vacation to California. They were there socializing with their friends, wine country, all of that. They came back and they were so thankful that they knew the habits of what they had learned in this program, that they were able to go on a 2-week vacation and make healthy choices. They came back and said, we were active, we had more energy. and we made healthy choices along the way. So I absolutely love all of that.
Yeah, you shared with me earlier today that you've had friends that, diabetic clients that have seen their blood sugar normalize. You've got another gal who's into dressage, she hasn't been into in years. Last question, what has the finances of this done for you?
Yes, do tell.
Oh, wow. Yes. So definitely having some extra money. Even though I've been going through my own, cancer journey and everything, which I'm in, completely cancer free now. I've had the surgery, but actually coaching has given me a little extra money to focus on my family and to plan, a scuba diving trip with my daughter and my husband for spring break. So having that extra money definitely has helped plan our next vacation.
That's awesome. I love that. And so would you explain a little bit about the 4 components of our program and how this works for your clients to help them be successful?
Absolutely. So our program has 4 components. The first being you get a coach. So everybody gets their own personal coach.
I want to pause this and read this because I know it's small on your end, but I know if I make myself smaller, you're going to be like, we need the facial expression. So I'll read this. So first, the 4 components of our system. Independent Optavia coach, habits of health transformational system, the Optavia community, and then the Optavia fuelings. That is the 4 components of their system.
And I love that this program provides a coach. You will always have that coach, that person that will always show up for you, that person that's going to fight for you, that person that is going to be there with you.
Who are we fighting? Why do you need a coach to what? Listen, I don't condone violence, okay? This is going to freeze again. QuickTime Player is testing. It is testing me. Okay, hang on. All right, we're 1840 into this video. And give me just 1 second. What are you guys thinking about this so far? Because I think it's atrocious. All right, here we go. Hey, thanks for being patient with me, you guys. I appreciate you so much. Sometimes technology cooperates and other times it just does not. And apparently today is one of those days, but it's all good.
That person that will always show up for you, that person that's going to fight for you, that person that is going to be there with you, that person that is going to challenge you and to help you stay on track to get through your obstacles to reach the goal that you are wanting to reach. The second component of our program is an educational component, the Habits of Health Life Book. And in this component, that's the education that teaches us the science behind this program and why our bodies respond the way they do to fueling itself every 2 to 3 hours. Obesity in America is getting out of control. Today, I looked it up on the internet, and roughly 2 out of 3 Americans are overweight or obese. America needs what we are offering. People are out there struggling with their own health, and they need what we're offering. They need to get their blood sugars under control. They need to lose weight, and they need to learn how to keep that weight off. Not only do we provide the education for this, for learning all of that, but we also provide a community of support. We have a Facebook coaches and only clients. No one else is in there. We want our clients to go in and celebrate each other. We want them to post that they have hit a milestone, or whether it's day 1 or it's day 25 or day 180. We want you to go in there and we want you to celebrate others, comment on them giving you feedback from when you post something, give that most other programs don't provide. Then the fourth component of our system is the nutritional aspect. And it is, we normally have you, most people do 5 and 1, and that is where you have 5 fuelings a day and 1 lean and green meal. Lean and green meaning you have 5 to 7 ounces of a healthy or a lean protein and 3 servings of a low glycemic, non-starchy vegetables. Combining all of this together is a low glycemic diet, or not a diet, lifestyle change. We obviously don't want to call it a diet, because if you treat it like a diet, it's going to act like a diet. It's truly a lifestyle change. We focus on the mental, the behavioral, and also allowing you to lose weight and reaching your goals.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. So I lost over 50 pounds. I've kept it off. Michelle, same thing. And what we know is this: community matters. James Clear says this. He says, one of the most effective things you can do to build better habits is to join a culture where your desired behavior is the normal behavior. New habits seem achievable when you see others doing them every day. And so if you really are losing weight and you don't want to gain it back, I'm going to encourage you to go all in with our coaching.
I don't think that applies to a commercial cult.
So what are some of the things that we can offer people? Number 1, people need this. Obesity is an epidemic right now, and we are barely scratching the surface of helping people get healthy. And people need help in their weight.
I have to read this. Also, I'm going to point out the obvious. There are 0 sources on this slide, not 1. Understand most Americans. 1 in 5 has 0 or no savings. 1 in 5 people, 1 in 5 couples. What are we referring to here? 1 in 5 has 0 or no savings. 2 in 5 are living check to check. 3 in 5 have less than $1,000. I can't see because their cursor is over that in savings. I'm assuming it's $1,000. 3 in 5 are unsatisfied with their job. So clearly you've got to join Optavia if you're unsatisfied with their job or with your job. That's sarcasm, by the way. 3 in 5 are overweight and trying to lose weight. Where did these come from? There are no sources to be found. Not 1. Oh God, this is great. Also sarcasm.
Also in their finances, guys. 1 in 5 Americans has 0 to no savings. 2 in 5 are living paycheck to paycheck. 3 in 5 have less than $1,000 in savings. Guys, let that sink in for just a minute.
Oh, we are.
And 3 in 5 are unsatisfied with their current job, and 3 in 5 are overweight and they need to lose weight. What we do really matters. There's tons of rewards and benefits of coaching. Here is a comprehensive, but by now.
Whoa. Hold on. The rewards of coaching: community, accountability, income and debt reduction, increased charitable giving, retirement options, friendships, personal development, leadership tools and training, marriage and parenting skills. You learn that through Optavia. That's interesting. Increased emotional intelligence, time with kids and family. Girl. Opportunities to reach goals, healthy body, healthy mind, stress reduction, vacation club, in quotes, vehicle to share your gifts, free mentorship. I'm just going to hit play because what?
Means exhaustive list. You have community, accountability, income and debt reduction. You can increase your giving, guys, the friendships, the personal development, the leadership training. You can create more time with your family. You have opportunities to read school guide. This is created when I was like a stay-at-home mom. I loved it, right? I left commercial real estate. You know, we invested so I could stay home with the kids. And I felt like there wasn't anything interesting about me. I wasn't growing as a human outside of the kids. And this has given me an area where I can like really show up. And
Ma'am, what? You weren't growing as a human outside of your kids? Also, this time freedom, are they thinking the time freedom comes because they're not sitting down and eating full meals? Is that the time freedom they're talking about? Because time freedom in a multi-level marketing company, yeah, that doesn't exist. Oh my God.
That's my guess. We do call this our vacation club. And how does it work? We have lots of advantages. You can work from anywhere. It's very flexible. We have free weekly training.
You're not working from anywhere. You're working from everywhere. So I just wanted to make that correction on the slide.
And you do not have to reinvent the wheel. So I'm going to head over to Northern California. I want to introduce you to Jay and Sarah. Jay and Sarah started coaching just around the same time as Michelle, and they've had an incredible story. So Jay and Sarah, would you just share a little bit about your story? You know, what made you start this plan, and you know, what have you lost and gained along the way?
All right, great. Thanks. Thank you, Stacey. I'm Jay, and it was a lot of the same things that Michelle just touched on, but we've basically been on plan now.
You guys, you're in a cult, a commercial cult. Call your dad.
For about 5 months. I right now at this point have lost 60 pounds and I'm 5 pounds away from my ultimate goal weight.
And I am down 45. I reached my goal last month, and my crazy goal. I haven't weighed this much since 6th grade.
On that. And we have so much to thank.
And in 6th grade, you were 12. Did they not hear themselves? Weighing the same that you did in 6th grade, that seems very, in my opinion, unhealthy. God.
Our coach, who you will meet later on after us, is Tiffany, and she has just an amazing story, which inspired us to even get started on this plan. And that was the first thing, was seeing somebody that we knew and we trusted was what made us want to get involved, because we had to be doing what she was doing. And you're going to see why when her pictures come up on that. But aside from what we've lost, we've gained so much more from doing this program. And I think that's the biggest thing so far that we've noticed is what we've gained. And that's more energy, improved sleep, a better gut for us. The two of us actually have a stronger relationship now because of this program that we're actually working together now on. And
which is unusual when you're married. We used to talk about how we'd kill each other if we ever had to work together. It's actually working really well. I think we're actually nicer to each other now that we have to communicate more.
Yeah. But as we talked about for this, our real lives, though, it was way too much going on in it for us to take on anything else. I myself am a high school outreach crisis counselor, and Sarah works at
I'm a skilled nursing home administrator attached to our community hospital. So we put in 50-hour work weeks. We are very busy. We have 2 teenage boys who are both athletes in different sports at different ages.
different times.
Yeah, different locations keep us really busy. And I think we were both enjoying the success we were having, but didn't feel like we had the bandwidth to potentially share that with anybody else because we had lots going on. And I think the biggest thing that we, quickly learned in the program as we were going through the journey was lots of people wanted to know what we were doing, and we're seeing the transformation happen. And we were doing the same thing as Michelle, referring to our coach and getting them to sign up, but not necessarily coaching them along the way. And both of us are in leadership roles in our jobs, in our careers. That's what we do. Jay also coaches high school football, and I build teams. That's literally, I go into buildings, build teams, make us successful, make lots of money, and take care of people well. And it very quickly turned into, I want other people to be able to experience the same things that we've experienced. That need at the beginning, when we weren't feeling well and weren't healthy, to invest in our health was so strong that we were willing to do anything to feel better. I would have eaten cardboard if I had to. But it didn't matter if it was going to work.
Don't worry. Allegedly. That's what the feelings taste like. So are you eating cardboard?
And this was so easy to do on plan and have success. And I was watching our friend Tiffany coach and have the same level of success. The structure and the system is set up for you. And it was very easy to follow along into, mostly because you're just being a friend. You're supporting somebody along their journey and celebrating the wins, talking through.
You're being a friend. So introducing your friend to an extremely restrictive way of eating, that's not being a good friend. Selling this 5-in-1 plan that is extremely overpriced and pitching it like they're going to save on groceries when they still have to buy the stuff for the 5-in-1 plan. And if they have a family, they still have to buy the regular groceries. That's not being a good friend. Signing somebody up into a multi-level marketing company where almost 20% of the company for the first 12 months are making nothing and it's costing them, in my opinion, that's not being a good friend. A good friend would say, you know what? Maybe you should speak with a professional. Maybe you should get a dietitian. Maybe you should track your food. Maybe you should have some lab work done. You know, maybe you should go see your doctor and ask some questions. Maybe you should see the professionals versus an overpriced MLM product. That is being a good friend. But see, that gets, when you have somebody that's in an MLM and they have a friend that's like, hey, I don't think what you're doing is right. And it's a multi-level marketing company, even though this company, they like to say that they're not. They are. They absolutely are. That friend, if they speak up, a lot of times is going to be shunned because they're a hater. They just don't get it. They haven't caught the vision. They will. Let them watch. Oh, God. The MLM's version of what a friend, like the definition of a friend to them, is somebody, in my opinion, that supports what they are doing. That is a customer or a fellow distributor or somebody that's like, yeah, you're doing amazing, sweetie. No, that's not the definition of a good friend. We're going to start this again. So we're at 27:19. It's fine, you guys. It's fine. This is wild. Okay, here we go.
Talking through the struggles, all the things.
Thank you, Christina. I appreciate you.
It really is rocket science. We started coaching 2 months in. So we had been on plan for 2 months. I think I'd lost 25 pounds at that point. Jay had lost more. Our pictures are pretty drastic. And so that definitely gets quite a bit of attention when people haven't seen you in a while. We objected 4 times to coaching over the course of us being on plan. Our things were, one, I want to make sure this is real and not a scheme, and I'm going to put the weight back on because we were still in the journey. 2, we don't have time. I just don't have the bandwidth to put myself out there any more than I am right now. I still wasn't 100% bought in. I was still a skeptic. And I felt like we were new. We didn't have the information. I'm very much I want to know it all and be an expert on it before I jump into it. And I didn't feel like we had that yet. And it very quickly turned into people wanted to be in our bubble with us leading them on their journey, and weren't necessarily talking to their coach, Tiffany, that we had referred them to, because they wanted to work with us. And So it kind of turned into dual coaching, which was weird. It was fine, but it kind of weird. And so we finally decided, like, okay,
let's make it official.
Let's do this. And jumped on track. I think the biggest thing for us is we want people to be able to feel the same amazing benefits that we felt within the first 2 weeks of being on plan. And it's, that is a gift. It's a gift to be able to share that with people and celebrate those wins and the struggles, and just come alongside people and support them through that journey.
I feel like the only wins that they celebrate, obviously this is my opinion, is the number on the scale changing. Also, this was an unfortunate pause story that I will not apologize for, because I'm sure that my facial expressions, when you guys pause my videos, I bet it's pretty crazy. Anyways, you know what I celebrate? I celebrate the number on the weights that I'm pushing or pulling. I celebrate the fact that I have a healthy relationship with food now. I celebrate the fact that the scale doesn't control my life. I celebrate the fact that I don't have the fear foods that I used to because of restrictive eating. I think those, in my opinion, are massive wins. Thank you so much, Cardamom. I appreciate you. Hey, great to catch you live. Thank you. This is awesome. All right, let's keep it going.
Having the people around you get healthier is magic. Like-minded people in your circle is an important thing. And like-minded people who are going towards healthier things is even better.
Isn't it amazing? It's like, this works for you, but then when you see it work for someone else, it's like next level joy, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
Honestly,
it's more joy.
Yeah, I get way more out of somebody else having a win than any of my wins.
And what's been fun about you guys is you guys are kind of like goal getters. You're like a little bit competitive. You're like, you looked at the comp plan, you looked at this, you're like, oh, okay, that, I'm going to put that piece here, this piece there. And you just like follow the system. And it's been a pretty like fun ride for you. You guys are helping a lot of people. Like, how is that working? Where are you finding time to coach?
So that was one of the big things, is how are we going to fit this into our lives that we already had so much going on. But when we looked at it, we realized that the plan, being on plan, actually gave us back about probably 4 to 5 hours of our life anyways on that. And so we decided that if we have those hours back, let's use them to pay it forward to others. And
how do you figure you gained 4 to 5 hours? I mean, were you spending that much time eating? What? JJ, what's up, my friend?
4 to 5 hours of our life back. We had so much more energy that we were waking up earlier in the morning. We were
probably because you were starving,
going out and falling asleep on the couch after cooking dinner, which was literally what was happening after 12-hour work days. And so we, it was like, well, what's next? What are we going to do next? And so very quickly it was like, oh, we have a window of time where we could actually maybe do this and support people.
So it was a matter of just creating the structure of how we were going to do it. So it was, okay, we'll do an hour before we go into work, because we were up anyways and doing it. And so rather than sitting on our phone, we would do work, put in that time. And then when we'd get home, it was another hour to 2 hours for our clients, and still have that time to be able to cook dinner for us and for the boys, make it to whatever we needed to sports-wise, and then still being able to have time to ourselves.
And have a social life still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we first talked and Jay was like, yeah, okay, maybe I'd like to get my box paid for. And then you guys have continued to set goals. Like, how is that piece of it working? And, what's exciting about this for someone that would be looking at coaching?
So we did initially signed up to be coaches with the intent of paying for our boxes. It's like, that would be nice. And we know enough people that, like, we have a small circle of family who will sign up. That'll be great. When we sat down and kind of learned what the compensation potential was, it was like, oh, I want to be there by the end of this month. I am very competitive. Jay is too, but not nearly as competitive as I am. And it was very easy to see the map of what I needed to do to get there each month. And you just put in the time. If you really want it, you'll make it happen. I think one of the Michelle and I do not know each other, have never met outside of this program. I was diagnosed with breast cancer right after Michelle, a month after. So 2 months into our program. And we really talked through, like, are we going to keep pushing? We had met a pretty hefty goal that we had set for the month prior. We went from, you know, I don't even know how many clients we have right now off the top of my head, but we basically doubled each month for the last 5 months, our client base. And we were growing very quickly. And it was like, should we hold? Should we hold while I go through a double mastectomy and whatever treatment is coming and all of the doctoring, because I don't know if we can support people properly. And within a week of talking to the doctors and making a plan, I went, no, we're going to push extra hard. We're going to push so hard for the next month and a half before this surgery that we have a 2-week window of downtime from surgery. And then we're going to push hard afterwards because I'm going to be bored out of my mind at home, not able to work. And so that's what we've done.
Or maybe just take the time and heal and process the challenge that you're going through. Oh, I don't like this.
You know, even while I was recovering from surgery and not, you know, completely out of commission, Jay was doing calls and checking in with people and supporting our team. Yeah. And as soon as I was up and moving around, I'm like 16 days from surgery right now. You know, we started getting back in the rhythm and checking in with people and continuing to build our team. I think having it's not distraction.
Continuing to build their team while she was going through cancer treatment. So to me, it sounds like they absolutely, in my opinion, were using this cancer story to recruit. Listen, we're going through this and we're still able to do this. Oh my God. Oh, wow.
But having something to focus energy on instead of
healing,
kind of turning inward and worrying and just kind of sitting with it is definitely normal for me. That's how I roll. I would like to be busy all the time, extra busy. And I think this was a magical way to be able to celebrate other people getting healthier and getting off medications and feeling amazing and just showing up differently in their life than maybe they were before they started, while I was going through my own stuff and going, okay, like all of these people are able to push through big obstacles, whether it's breast cancer or kids struggling or, you know, whatever it is, financially struggling or having loss. Yeah. And just knowing that we all have our own set of challenges in life, and it's not a perfect straight line to success. And, you know, you have a support system of fellow coaches and team members that lift you up. I can't tell you, I am very independent, not really into the whole, I don't know, just the cheerleading component is not my jam. And I can't tell you, like, this group of people has supported us more through this breast cancer journey than some of our family, which is pretty magical. It is amazing to be surrounded by a group of people who are just focused on doing good things in this world, and really, truly, genuinely care about people. So I feel like that has probably been the biggest one for me, is like, we have a network of people that I don't think I ever would have met had we not started this journey.
Yeah. And that was one of the easiest things. Was I knew with her down, I still had other mentors that I could call on, our coach and her coach and anyone else that I needed to ask questions or get any resources for.
Yeah, you don't have to coach alone. And the phrase that comes to mind is like, purpose is an incredible alarm clock. And so it just keeps you focused. So before we go to Tiffany, I do want to briefly mention, right now we have several different bonuses that are available for new coaches. And so, Sarah, do you want to just explain real quick, if a new coach comes on, what would they potentially earn?
For the months of March, April, and May only, because we have bonus systems set up right now. If you, as a coach, became a coach this month and brought on 3 clients, and
okay, hold on a second, because I just pinned this comment. Somebody looked up how much the 5-in-1 costs. I think it was like almost $400. If that was you, feel free to comment again. So even if, yeah, emphasis on potentially, exactly, Avery Joe. Day 1 through 30. So you get 3 clients that are ordering this same thing and you're still not breaking even. 3 clients, the commission is $354. $395. Thank you, the Girls Journey. I appreciate you. $395. So you have your food that you're ordering for the 5-in-1, and then you bring in 3 clients, typically friends and family, like we've just heard, and you're profiting $354 according to this. So you're not even breaking even. And then the fine print at the bottom, for hypothetical purposes only, with minimum order of 378 QV, which equals 1134 in FCV, 15% client support commission is $170.01. 3% additional client support bonus, $34.02, which is March through April. I guess that's the contest period. $204 client support bonus plus $150 accelerator bonus equals $354. So they're making it seem like, hey, you get 3 clients, you're going to make $354. But then there's this fine print. I mean, I'm glad that they have it in there, but the majority of people are not going to be able to read it because, in my opinion, this slide is horrendous. They're not going to be able to read that. They make it sound like it's so easy, and it's never easy.
No one on this call can't tell me you know 3 people who might do this for you, even if they're friends. If you bring on 3 clients, you will make $354 each month in the months of March, April, and May.
What about after that?
If you bring on 5 clients, you will make $722 in your pocket. Like that, I think, was the other really magical thing about coaching is you get paid weekly.
It looks like from this slide, the contest that they're talking about in March and April is an additional 5% client support bonus. So for this, you get 5 clients per this example, and that 5% additional client support bonus is $94.50. That's their big push. Oh, God.
It's nice to have that cushion. Jay and I have gone from starting out making $400 a month to, well, I think we're at $3,800 right now a month in 4 months of coaching.
That's an income claim.
So it is possible. You have to do the work. You have to be willing to.
So how much are you making from your clients and how much are you making from your team? That's what we want to know. That's the standard question we want to know. I'm speaking for all of us. I hope y'all don't mind.
Put the time in, but it is absolutely possible. And those are people with busy lives. We're spending 3 hours a day. We're not breaking our backs over this business in supporting people. We're truly still just supporting friends and family on this program and loving it.
That's amazing. So a few more incomes. I'm just going to flash this up really quickly and move on to Tiffany, but whether it's a couple hours.
These are all people's what looks like snapshots of their back office, and it shows their ranks. I know that this is probably pretty small for you guys, and it's probably pretty small for the people that attended this Zoom. But when you look at this, it shows executive director, integrated regional director. These are not like the beginning ranks, if you will. And also, I love this, actual income examples from January of 2023, but then it has this little stamped sample. No, these are people's incomes that they're making probably because they have a substantial size team. I love this so much, and not for the reasons that they think. I can't wait to send this to the FTC. Oh, this is great. Thank you guys for putting this out.
A week, a couple $100 a month, $500 a month, it's $6,000 a year. Whether it's a couple $1,000 a month, you want to make an extra 20, 30, 40 grand a year. This will all depend on your effort, but we really do get compensated well for what we do when you follow the system and work the plan. So I want to introduce to you Tiffany. Tiffany is my husband's aunt through marriage. She came on as a client with me in May of 21, and she's had great success. So Tiffany, would you just share, to wrap up this call, would you share your health journey with you? What is it? How did you feel when you started this program, and what did you find even on your first week on plan?
Yeah, I felt amazing on program. I think was super skeptical, and I kind of reached out to Stacy, like just hoping and praying that it would work. But I mean, I was just desperate. I didn't let my husband know. I just signed up, and within the first couple of days, like literally days, I think I was on day 3. I was calling all my girlfriends, and my husband wasn't talking to me because, you know, he found out that I joined program when Box came. But so for 3 days, he wasn't talking to me. So I was calling all my friends, and I was saying, girl, you got to get on program with me. This is amazing. Like, I feel like I have so much energy, and, you know, do this with me. Not even realize.
It's the uncomfortable laugh when her husband was not talking to her for 3 days for me. What? So clearly your husband either was not supportive of you joining this, didn't want you to spend the money, and you did anyways. That's what it sounds like to me. Of course, I'm not stating that as a fact, but yikes. Yikes.
That I was going to have the type of success that I actually did. Like, you know, like Jay and Sarah said, losing 100 pounds was not on my radar. I was hoping to get under 200 pounds. So then to turn around and just keep consistently losing, and then having my friends jump on plan with me to like help support me was just magical. Yeah.
So you referred a bunch of people, and every time you would refer someone to me, I would say, Tiffany, are you going to coach them, or are we going to coach them together? And at one point, and you said, no, I'm too busy. I can't do it. I can't add one more thing. And at one point I just said, oh my gosh, Tiffany, I'm coaching so many of your friends. You should really be earning.
Also, remember at the beginning of this, where they said that one of the benefits of joining Optavia as a coach was, I can't remember exactly how it was worded, but I think it was like marriage and parenting something or other, becoming a better parent, becoming a better partner, or something along those lines. It's so interesting how they debunk everything that they claim by telling their own story. To me, it doesn't sound like, hey, this is a, you know, your partner is happy with you. If they're not speaking to you for 3 days, there's a problem, there's an issue, there are lots of big feelings and things that need to be talked about. That doesn't seem like, hey, we're repairing relationships here. Yikes. Yikes.
This money. And you said to me, okay, I've got this other job. I'm working as a lead teacher, and it's taking so much of my time and extra income. And I just said, oh, Tiffany, how much are you making? Do you remember that phone call?
Yeah. I told you, you asked me how much I was getting paid. And I said, oh, well, you know, it's $2,000. And you were like, oh, for the month? And I said, no, for the year. And you said, wow, really? Well, like, you can do that in a month if you were to coach. Like, you have enough clients right now, you could definitely pay for your box. And if you got a few more, like,
the income disclosure statement called and said, that is a lie. Oh man.
You would already make that in way less than a year. And I was like, huh. But I think too, one of my objections was, you know, I was in this lead role at work, and I didn't feel like I was doing it well. I felt like I was failing at it. So to add one more thing to like my plate, I was like, there's no way. Like, where am I going to find the time? Like, how is this going to work? And there's no way I'm an expert. I think at the time I was down like 65, 70 pounds. I'm like, I'm not an expert. Like, I don't know all the answers. But, you know, they didn't want someone that had all the answers, but they wanted me to coach them. I don't think I realized that this journey being a coach was going to.
So I have to pause this because I was looking up the income disclosure statement because I wanted to look up how many people were making $2,000 a month, according to her coach, her leader, her mentor, whatever. You know, you could make $2,000 in a month. I wanted to know how many people, according to Optavia's income disclosure statement, are actually making that. You guys want to know? Actually, let's make this a fun little game. Type in the comments the percentage of people that you think according to Optavia's 2021 US income disclosure statement, are making $2,000 a month. Go ahead. I'll wait. So that would be, you know, $24,000 a year. Just, you know, put it in perspective. Let's see. Jessica. 0.000088. 3%, 5%, 3%, less than 1%, 0.1%. Okay. All right. So the way that they have this, it's $15,000 and 1 penny to $20,000. And then the next one is $20,000 to $30,000. Well, $20,000 and 1 penny to $30,000. The percentage of people that are in this company, according to their 2021 income disclosure statement, that are making anywhere from 20 to 30K for the year is 2.49% of the company. 2.49% of the company. It took them on average 27 months in business to hit that rank. The median is 19 months. So this, you could make that in a month. I don't remember what the gal's name is that sponsored Tiffany. I would love to know what percentage of her team members are making $2,000 a month, because I bet it's very close to this 2.49%, according to the income disclosure statement. Yeah.
People back into my life. Like, I actually got a card the other day, a birthday card. My birthday is on Monday. And I got a card randomly in the mail, and I opened it, and it was this card bouquet of flowers. And it was from one of my clients, and she wanted to wish me happy birthday. And she wanted to thank me for being her coach. And that she was really grateful that this program brought us together again, because we no longer worked together and we really hadn't seen each other. And what like a gift it was. And, you know, and then to lose, you know, her weight on top of it. It was just, it's incredible. It really does. Like you know, Jay and Sarah, we went to high school together 20 years ago. And I really haven't seen them since then. Not really, like just, you know, Facebook friends. So it was really neat to be able to connect. And then when they decided to jump on Fan, it was like, yeah, it's just exciting.
So what I've seen, you know, you have lost 101 pounds. You don't have sleep apnea anymore. You've got this energy. You've got this, you know, cute little booty. But more than that, what I have seen in you is you've just come alive. You've grown. You've stepped out of your comfort zone in ways you never imagined. You're growing in confidence, and not just confidence, like skills. Like you are really growing, you know, as a person. It's like who you were kind of always created to be. Can you just speak a little bit about that before we wrap up? I just want people to hear, like, you can be reluctant and still be successful. You can say no.
Guys, I have to pause this because I have to use the facilities. I know that we're almost done, but can we take a short little break? You can grab a drink if you have to use the facilities, if you haven't already. Let's just take a quick break. I'll be right back. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me, friends. All right, let's continue.
And change your mind later and still succeed. You can be worried you don't have all the answers, and you will find them along the way. How has this like impacted you as a human, Tiff?
Yeah, I think like I've always been a good person. Like I'm a good friend, I think. At least I try to be. And I'm one of those people, like I really like to help people. So like if someone wants to borrow like a ladder, I'll be like, sure, I'll bring it to you. Like my husband's always like, just let them come and get the ladder. I'm like, no, I'll go give it to them. So I think like I think I'm starting to finally see the person that I probably always been, that I didn't like, I wasn't aware that I was that person. It's made me
Thank you,
level
Rachel.
up, like literally level up. I can't even explain. It's making me definitely more confident. And then I'm training a couple of coaches on top of that. So I think it's like, you know, like Tia Woods, like kick fear in the face. I'm not really afraid of everything. I was literally afraid of everything. I was afraid of messing up everything. I literally walked around, I felt like on eggshells, thinking I was just gonna like mess things up. I don't know if anyone can relate, but literally everything, I always think I'm messing up, and I'm not messing up. I'm doing great actually, and I'm proud of myself. So I think that's more than anything. I'm proud of the person that I'm becoming, and I'm excited for what's to come.
This makes me want to cry. I love those words. Hey, what would you tell someone who's thinking about being a coach?
Do it. I mean, Sarah kind of touched to it earlier. It's like it is so much more rewarding hearing like, one of my clients, my sister-in-law, like get off insulin after like 10 years taking insulin morning and night. To have people say like my sleep apnea is gone, or one of my clients is now walking 2 miles a day and she could barely walk around her house. You get those, I'm getting them right now, but like when I hear a client's
those are health claims. You can't say that. The insulin comment, that is extremely dangerous, because by saying that on this Zoom, you're insinuating that diabetics, whether it's type 1 or type 2, obviously type 1 getting off insulin, like what? This is so frustrating. This part right here. I get really irritated, I guess is the best word I want to use right now, when there are people that are giving health advice that really could hurt other people. And this is one of those examples where they're saying, listen, I had clients that got off, insulin. I have clients or whatever that, no longer have sleep apnea or whatever, insert whatever health claim that we see. These are all very dangerous things that could impact in a very negative way people's health, let alone the fact that, in my opinion, this is a trigger warning. I'm going to talk about, we've been talking about food. We've been talking about relationships with food. I'm going to talk about, or I'm going to mention disordered eating. So this is not your jam. Skip forward or pause it and then skip forward. But in my opinion, this is one of those companies that creates the perfect storm, if you will, for people to have disordered eating or a full-on eating disorder. That's not being a good friend. This is all extremely dangerous, in my opinion. It's gonna, of course, I'm gonna have to restart it after that. Okay, hang on, guys. Oh, 44. Here we come. Oh man, I don't like this one bit, you guys. Not one bit. All right, here we go.
Clients non-scale victory, or even, like I'm down 20 pounds. It gives you, like goosebumps, like the hair on your arms kind of start standing up because you are just so excited, and it brings you back, a little bit at this point after being on maintenance a year. Like I've forgotten how I used to feel, thankfully. I've forgotten it. And so all of those wins, all of those non-scale victories really brings me back and makes me feel grateful. And it's like, it's sweeter to see their success. It really is. for yourself to win, it's amazing. But to see over and over again what this program is doing for people, you can't buy that. You can't buy that. There is no cost in that.
So awesome. Yeah, congratulations. It is. I never knew I would love this as much as I do. I never knew I could get paid for doing this from home without, having to leave my kids unless I want to. I never knew I would be a person who would attend personal development events, or we're heading to personal development event this week. Everyone's coming out here to Arizona, or we even.
I'm going to call those, in my opinion, obviously indoctrination events. I'm not going to call it a personal develop event, but that's just me. You guys let me know what you think in the comments.
Personal development books, and yet here I am. So it really has been a total gift. So there's 4 main reasons that people coach. Tiffany, thank you for sharing. People coach for a number of reasons. The 4 main ones are accountability. This is the best insurance. You're 5 times more likely to reach and maintain your healthy weight if you help others and pay it forward, even one person. Community. I think you guys heard about the support that Sarah, and this is a pretty extreme example, but that Sarah and Michelle have gotten as they've walked through this cancer journey. Like, this community is like none other. People coach because they want to make a difference in the world, guys. We were designed to impact others, and people coach for income. I make an incredible income from home on my own terms, on my own time. And so how does this work for a coach? We have a system that you plug into. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. We have a relational model. So we don't focus on products, but on relationships. We
don't focus on products. We just focus on recruiting. Let's read what this says. How does it work for coaches? A relational model. It's focused on optimal well-being. Why is it underlined? Why do you guys have this underlined? Self-employed and independent. You're actually not self-employed. You're a 1099 contractor. What? Full-time or part-time opportunities. Sure. Show us the hourly wage that you're getting for full-time or part-time, because it's not salary. We know that. Low startup and operating costs, no inventory. No, instead they have a high cost product that you have to order every month. But then they say that you can only be on it for like 12 weeks. So you're constantly in this cycle of having to reorder it. Girl, please. Flexible business, so you can work from anywhere. I'm going to actually cross that out and say flexible business, so you can work from everywhere versus anywhere. No quotas or monthly purchases required. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of undue influence that they use to keep you on that 5-in-1 plan. Yeah, I'm sure of it. Complete training and support. Also, what's weird to me? This I'm not stating this as a fact. This is just what's been alleged to me. Apparently, within this company, having like weight loss surgery, and this is not me saying anything negative about weight loss surgery, plastic surgery, any kind of surgery like that. That's not what I'm saying at all. But when you are in Optavia and you are somebody that is like, listen, I'm the picture of health. Look, I've lost 150 pounds or whatever. And you're not disclosing the fact that you've had plastic surgery, you've had lipo, you've had weight loss surgery. That's called deceptive marketing. That's icky. We don't like that. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but that's what has been alleged to me from people that used to be in the company. But okay. No reinventing the wheel. We have a system to help you succeed. Oh, also people need this. No, they don't. Is it really going to freeze in the last 3 minutes? QuickTime player, I'm going to need you to get it together, okay? It's the deceptive marketing for me, amongst other things. All right, here we are. Freaking crazy, man.
I would say reach out to the person that invited you, and we would love to explore this with you. We don't ever just sign someone up with a coach without trying to find out what is it, how would you benefit? And people will make the decision to coach when the reason to coach exceeds the reasons not to coach. And for me, that was people weren't signing up with Deborah. They needed me to coach them, and I did not need to gain this weight back. And so whatever that reason is for you, let's get on the phone or get on the Zoom and let's explore it and just think about who is on the other side of your yes. On my yes, I helped Christy. Christy helped Michelle, and now Michelle is helping dozens of people in her community. I helped Tiffany. Tiffany helped Jay and Sarah, and together, guys, they are helping hundreds of people. And so this is a legitimate opportunity to get paid to do well. We say we do well by doing good. And so you get to make an impact on others. You get to level up, grow as a human, join an incredible community. And man, guys, we truly believe that whole, healthy families are going to change the world. And so
whole, healthy families. Does that mean you want to get your kids on the 5-in-1 as well? Oh my God.
To consider having you join us. And if it's a fit, something that you feel like you could succeed in, you'd love to try, we would love to partner with you and train you and help you reach out to your goals. So reach out to your coach and just let them know, gosh, I heard this call. I want to explore it. I just want to see, could this be something that would work for me? So thank you to all of my guests. Thank you to Michelle and Jay and Sarah and Tiffany. Thank you for Tara for running the slides. And thank you to all of you for just participating, and congrats, guys, for investing a little bit of your time tonight to hear these stories and hopefully be inspired by what might be possible for you. All right. Happy Tuesday. Have a great night. See you next month.
I am done with that. And I know you are as well, I'm sure. That was a lot. Also, Jessica says there's a teen plan. Disgusting. Yikes, you guys, that was rough. Hey, thanks for bearing with my technical difficulties with QuickTime Player and just all of this. I really, really wanted to react to this. I think it was an important conversation to have. I'm not a fan of Optavia. I think I've made that quite apparent. Or any health and wellness multi-level marketing company. I don't care if it's Isagenix, Plexus, Prove It, Modere. Oh, Modere. I can't say anything about that yet, but very soon I will have some things to say about Modere. Anyways, yeah, QuickTime Player is definitely done with this video. Absolutely. Oh, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. If you have not already liked the stream, I would love for you to like it. If you haven't subscribed, it would be really cool if you would, because I'm really close to 9,000 subscribers, which is crazy to say. I think this morning when I looked, I was like, I don't know, 31 or something like that. And currently I am 16 incredible people that find value in my content away from 9,000 subscribers. Unreal. So I appreciate you guys. And just like I say on every video, I appreciate every like, I appreciate every comment, I appreciate every subscriber, I appreciate every member, I appreciate every view. Thank you guys for being here. And again, bearing with my technical difficulties. You guys are amazing. And I will see you on the next video, which will be, if you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, I typically put out a video, whether it's a live stream or an edited video, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. JJ and I were talking, and I think we're going to do a live stream on Saturday night. I already have the video we're going to react to, so you guys can prepare for that. It'll probably be around the same time, roughly. So just so you guys can plan, you know, if you want to watch us live and that kind of thing. I feel like it's been I was telling her this a few minutes ago or a little while ago. I feel like it's been a while since we've done a live stream, so I'm really excited about it. Anyways, don't join an MLM, you guys, especially Optavia. If you have not already, if you have not already followed me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. That'd be cool. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.